Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all need anything else?
Nah, we all right.
Actually, let me get some iced tea.
Sweet or unsweet?
Sweet.
She choosing, huh, Brooklyn?
Shut up.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so I got a good conversation here for y'all today. I'm answering your question. I've been getting love on TikTok. Women have been messaging me. So let me just answer this question. I wanted to answer it in a YouTube video because I know other women are gonna have the same question who are not on my TikTok, and I want them to catch it. So the question is, how do you know if a man is manipulating you? So I only have a few tips, right? But this gets really deep. And so I'm not going to get super deep into it because then you'd have to break down narcissism or, just the narcissistic traits that a man can carry, because we have to understand in the psychological sense, not a lot of men have narcissistic personality disorder, but a lot of them, just like a lot of us, have narcissistic traits. And manipulation is just a fruit of narcissism. So, one of the ways that you'll know if a man is manipulating you is if his words don't match his actions, right? So when a man's words don't match his actions, that's already telling of a lack of integrity, a lack of true desire in what he said he wants. Because if he said he wanted you, but he's not doing what it takes to keep you, even if he is unknowingly manipulating you, he's manipulating you. He wants you to be there, even though he's not really fully involved. So you have to be wary of the man that talks a good game. He talks a really good game, but you hardly ever see his actions in place. When the actions are not aligned with the words, that's the biggest red flag of them all. And I know oftentimes we're going to stay past the red flags because we kind of want to see it play out. We don't want to cut something off too soon, so we kind of stick around for it. But if you stick around for it and you see that he's a smooth talker and he does a lot of talking and you rarely see the actions, move on. Like, seriously. You can watch it play out if you want to, but it's only going to hurt you in the end. All right, so number 2. If this man, this is a huge one too. I really want y'all to dig to see it, okay? If this man dodges your questions, if he dodges your questions, that's a big red flag. He doesn't want you to know the truth, okay? If he never gives you a straight answer, you ask him something and he's all the way left field with it. That's a man who can't be direct, who's not honest, more than likely, and lacks integrity. Any man that operates in that realm where he's not transparent with you or he skates around your questions, baby, you're in for a rude awakening. He's going to make the worst kind of liar in a relationship, and I need you to know that. In a relationship, you're going to ask him where he went. He's going to fail to tell you. He's going to tell you everything else he did. He's going to tell you he went to the grocery store. He's going to tell you he went and bought some pull-ups. He's going to tell you he went to do X, Y, Z, but he's not going to tell you he stopped and he got a text from so-and-so. And you know what I'm saying? He's not going to tell you the truth about what the fullness of his day. He's going to tell you the stuff that is not going to hurt your feelings to hear. And any man that's a liar is a manipulator. Lying is manipulating other people's realities because you are too afraid to tell them the truth, because they may just make a decision based upon the truth you just revealed to them that you do not like. So understand that if he is dodging your questions, he's being very secretive, and he's not really giving you straight answers, that's a cause for concern. You're in for a life of hell and manipulation. All right, so number 3. You will know a man is manipulating you when you bring up something that you want from him, or you point out some bad behavior that you kind of don't like and you want to see change, and he gets defensive. Any man that gets defensive when you call him out on his BS is a man that is upset that he has just been found out. This is a man who does not have good intentions for you, because he's a man who he wants what he wants. It's not about you. This is not a reciprocal relationship. He has no intention of showing up for you fully. He has every intention of gaining and taking, but he has no intention of really refilling whatever deficit may have been created because you have given. So understand that if he gets defensive and if he doesn't like what you have to say and he's not responsive to your needs, that's a dangerous man, babe. I can't really say he cares about you, but I just know one thing. He does not want you and he's manipulating you. And so the last thing I'm going to say is a man who, especially in the beginning, he overly emphasizes his feelings for you. So we've heard of the psychological term love bombing, often used by narcissistic men. Love bombing. He overemphasizes those feelings. He tells you he loves you instantly. He tells you he knows you're his wife, and he kind of bumps your head up. He bigs your head up real bad. This is not a man that you need to trust, okay? You need to be very wary. These are all red flags. These are all very much red flags. But pay attention to the man who talks too much. He tells you, oh, I see us doing this. I see us getting married. He sounds like he's trying to convince himself, right? Pay attention to that. And I know women, let me say this. We don't like to believe it because we feel like, yeah, he's saying all these things. It makes sense. Look at me. I'm me. Like, be for real. He has nothing to not like. Like, of course he thinks I'm his wife. Of course he thinks I'm so amazing. Of course. Of course he madly in love with me and he only seen me for 2 weeks. Of course. No, babe. Red flag, because you're not the only woman. Okay? So, yeah, understand that. Those are my only tips in this regard. I may go into depth about narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder one day. Just not today. But understand, if a man is manipulating you, you will always be able to tell. If you tap into your intuition and you pay attention to that nagging voice that's trying to tell you something about this man, but you keep ignoring it because you want a man so bad. If you listen to that, if you pay attention to his words and his actions and you see if they align, if he dodges your questions and he never gives you a straight answer, when you bring up something and he gets defensive, and when he overly emphasizes his feelings, these should all tell you he's trying to mess with you psychologically. And men like that are very dangerous and they should be avoided at all costs. This was a quick episode tonight. So, I hope y'all receive it. Hopefully it makes sense. Leave some stuff down in the comments. If you're a woman listening to this and you got another tip that you want to add to how to know if a man is manipulating you, you might just put me on game. So go ahead and drop it in the comments. All right, I love y'all. Thank you so much for taking the time out to listen to my message. I hope this helped you. I hope you can reference this video whenever you start dating and you kind of want a little bit of wisdom. But until next time, I'm out.